Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today our group will present the group project of STA104, Introduction to Statistics, which is favorite sports among students. So this is our group members. Me, Zulkhairi as a leader, Amirul Afif, Shahir Hazi, and we have Iman Hussaini.
Firstly, for introduction, sports is an important part of human civilization and have been doing so since ancient times. We can see that from ancient times to modern Olympic Games, sports have basically evolved and diversified into various forms. Of course, sports play an important role in building fitness. Sports can help reduce stress and anxiety level of someone, especially if they love playing that sport. Sports have also become an important industry role to our country and society as it can generate a big amount of income through sponsorship, advertisements, and many more. And so finally, this study aims to identify favorite sports among university students due to many students here love to play sports whenever they have a free time. Next is objectives of study. First is to identify favorite sports among students. Second is to analyze the time taken by the students to play sports in a week. Third is to inspect the days usually taken by students to participate in sports. Fourth is to identify the money spent by the students for their favorite sports. Fifth is to identify how many people have met their favorite athlete. Furthermore, a sampling method. Our group members have decided to do this group project under the topic favorite sports among students. We had chosen this topic mainly because the topic of sports itself is really growing in popularity among people around the world. Famous sports such as football, basketball, cricket have been gaining popularity due to various ways of advertising. Furthermore, why do we choose to use sampling methods? This is because we need to get responses from students in other universities in order to conduct this research. We also use the platform Google Form and shared it through social media for them to answer the questions. All of this is so that we can make a final research about the data that can be a proof about the data given. This action will make people believe and can make this analysis as a new knowledge. As for data collection method, all of our group members have agreed to use internet surveys as our data collection method, as we do find it easier than other methods. We have conducted this survey by using Google Forms. In addition, we are able to share the link of the survey forms to all the students who studied in universities through social media applications such as WhatsApp. All the responses that we received were formally recorded and used to make this final report.
As stated, we use Google Form, which is included gender, what type of sport did you love the most, how many times have you participated in your favorite sport in a week, what days do you play that particular sport, how much money have you spent for your sports equipment, and the last one is have you met your favorite athlete on that sport in real life.
So let's go to the data analysis and result. So here we have qualitative variable contains the gender of the respondents. The pie chart shows the percentage of students based on their gender. Most of the students are female, 17, which is 51.5%, and male, 16, 48.5%. We move to our first question, which is what type of sport did you love the most? As you can see, this bar chart shows the result of our first question from questionnaire. For the first question, we identify the favorite sports among the students. There are 9 options for the respondents to choose their favorite sports, which is football, futsal, badminton, volleyball, tennis, table tennis, rugby, sepak takraw, and handball. In percentage, football 27.3%, futsal is 18.2%, badminton with the highest percentage 69.7%, volleyball 21.2%, tennis 9.1%, table tennis 12.1%, rugby 3%, sepak takraw 6.1%, and last but not least, handball with 12.1%. This data consists of 33 respondents. Let's move to our next question, which is how many times have you participated in your favorite sport in a week? The bar chart shows the result for our next question. We gave several options for respondents to choose which days they usually participate in sports, with an option of every days, every weekday, or every weekend. Based on the bar chart results, Most respondents usually participate in sport on a weekend, which represents 22 from 33 of respondents. 6 respondents participate in sport on weekdays, while only 5 respondents choose to participate every day in sport.
We move to another qualitative data, which is have you met your favorite athlete on that sport in real life? The pie chart above represents the outcome for our question if they have met your favorite athlete in their sport in real life. As shown from pie chart, most respondents answer is with no. They have not met their favorite athlete in real life with 84.8%, which consists 28 of 33 respondents. The respondent who has met their favorite athlete in real life was 15.2%, which is only 5 from 33 respondents. We move to the first quantitative variable, which is how many times have you participated in your favorite sport in a week. The archive show that the highest time taken is 1 to 3 times, which is the number of students is 24, while the lowest time taken is 10 to 12 times, which is 0 number of students. The table above show that the time taken, number of students, class boundary, class midpoint, cumulative frequency, Fs, S square, and Fs square. Below show how to calculate the mean. First, we use x equal to Fs per n, and the final answer will be 3.27. The meaning, on average, the time taken by the students play their favorite sports in a week is 3.27. After that, we must calculate the median by using the formula as stated, and the final answer will be 2.56. So the meaning is the time taken by the students play their favorite sports in a week are more or less than 2.56. After that, we'll calculate the mode using the formula as stated, and the final answer will be 2.21. So the meaning is the greatest time taken for a student to spend on their favorite sport is 2.21 times. We move to the how to calculate the variance using the formula as stated. The final answer will be 6.77. After that, we calculate the standard deviation by using the formula as stated, and the final answer will be 2.607. For the second last, we calculate the coefficient of variation, which is using the formula CV equal to x per x multiplied by 100%, and the final answer will be 79.54%. And the last one, we calculate the person's coefficient of skewness using the formula PCS equal to x minus x per s, and the final answer will be 0.408.
For the question, how much money have you spent for your sports equipment? For that question, we use a histogram to analyze the data that got from the respondents. And you can see they have a table they attach together with graph that include the sum of figure that important to make the graph and also the calculation for the next slide. For the next slide, you can see the calculation from the tables and the graph for the previous slide. We go to mean. Uh, the formula is x equal to sum of fx divided by n, and the answer is 142 and 65. That means on average the money spent by the student for the favorite sports equipment is 442 ringgit 65 cents. And we go to median, and there's we can see the formula has given a calculation as attached in the slide, and the answer is 103.63. Then means the amount of money students spend on their sport is more or less than 103 and 66 cents. But for next is mode is you see the calculation, and the answer is 86.21. That means students spends 86 ringgit and 21 cents on their favorite sports. For variance, The formula has a given at the equation, and the answer is 18511.57. For the standard deviation, the answer is 166.06. For CV, or coefficient of variation, the formula has a given, the coefficient is there, therefore, and the answer is 0.6.18. Lastly, Pearson coefficient of pureness, and the for the answer is 0.417. And we go to the last part, which is conclusion. To sum up, plenty of students in the university have their own favorite sport based on their self-interest. It is also to the nature of each particular sport, whether on the way the sport is played or even the equipment that is required. A sport has its own level of intensity of playing, and it depends on a particular individual. Lastly, each sport has its own pros and cons.
That's all from our group. Thank you for listening.